Okay, question number 5. This one is constructing a 3-set Venn diagram, but this time the information is general. For number 6, we're going to be doing with the information being specific. So pay attention to the keyword and number 5, then take the information and compare it with number 6. A criminal justice major is studying the frequency of certain types of crimes in a nearby county. He studies the arrest of 300 inmates at the county jail, specifically asking about drug-related offenses, domestic violence, and theft of some sort. Before I continue, it says here to draw a Venn diagram represents the results and it answer questions A, B, and C. But we have 3 sets. We have for drug-related offenses, domestic violence, and theft. So I'm going to scroll down real quick. And I'm going to draw a 3-circle Venn diagram to the best of my abilities, of course, because, we're not artists over here. Okay. And I'm going to label each set. Now, this is for my drug-related offenses. I'm going to call this drugs. DV is domestic violence and theft. And we know we have 300 inmates in total. All right. Now, remember, when it comes to this information, you want to read the information from bottom to top. The bottom gives you the more specific parts. Everything is general in this case, but it's easier to fill in the Venn diagram when you read from bottom to top. So we have 194 arrested for theft, 210 for drug offenses, 170 for domestic violence, 142 for both theft and drugs, 111 for both drugs and domestic violence, 91 for both theft and domestic violence, and 45 has been arrested for all 3. Okay. Let's first construct the Venn diagram and then answer the questions. And let's see, can we also answer these questions as we go along. So let's start with the bottom one. 45 has been arrested for all 3. So it's safe to assume that 45 goes in the intersection of the 3 circles. All right, cool. Taking care of that one. Then it says 91 has been arrested for both theft and domestic violence. So let's put on the highlighter real quick. This circle right here is theft. This circle right here is domestic violence. It says both theft and domestic violence. So the category, the overlaps for both must add up to 91. Most people will see this and put 91 right here. I'll put it in red for reference. You'll put 91 right here. But if you put 91 right there, that is incorrect. Rather, it is partially correct, I should say. Let's get rid of the 91. Put back on the yellow highlighter. Both theft and domestic violence. It is true that this area right here is both theft and domestic violence. But at the same time, the intersection of all 3 is also theft and domestic violence. Now remember, if it's all 3, this is drugs, theft, or drugs, domestic violence, and theft. But if you notice, the intersection, which is all 3, is still theft and domestic violence. It just also includes drugs. This never excluded the possibility of being arrested for drugs. If you're arrested for all three, that means you've still been arrested for theft and domestic violence. So the sum of the highlighted area right here is 91. So this part, we'll put it in a red highlighter for this one. Actually, we'll put in yellow highlighter. This part here adds up to 91. $91 total. And so far we have 45 inside. So to find the remaining piece, subtract the 45 from 91. 45 minus, or rather, 91 minus 45 is 46. I'll put that in yellow. 46. And we'll put the 46 right here. Let's continue. Before I move on, we can now answer question B. How many has been arrested for theft and domestic violence but not drugs? And that is 46. As you can see, 46 has been arrested for, what's going on here? Domestic violence and theft, but not drugs. 46 inmates. Okay. 111 has been arrested for both drugs and domestic violence. But remember, it did not exclude theft. So drugs and domestic violence overlap at this category right here. This right here equals to 111. So far, we have 45 inside. We'll go over here. Oops, I didn't mean to erase that. Let's undo. We'll put it over here. So we can subtract the 45 from 111. So 111 minus 45. This equals to 66. We'll put that in red. And 66 will go right there. Okay. 142 has been arrested for both theft and drugs. Theft and drugs, but it did not exclude domestic violence. So it'll be this category right here for theft and drugs. This will add to 142 in total. But remember, we have 45 inside already. So subtract the 45 from 142. 142 minus 45. That equals to 97. And we'll put our 97 right here. $170 has been arrested for domestic violence. That is very general. It didn't say domestic violence only. It said domestic violence. Therefore, the sum of my domestic violence circle, which I'm going to circle in, I guess, in green. The sum of this circle will be 170. So because this circle must add up to 170, we must look at the pieces that are already inside. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's just rewrite this 46 a little bit better for more clarity. There we go. Because the sum of the circle must be 170, and so far we have 66, 45, and 46 inside, let's add, then subtract. So this is going to be 170 in total. So we're going to add 66 with 45 and 46. Then subtract that from 170. This equals to 157. So 170 minus 157 equals to 13. And the 13 will go right here. 210 has been arrested for drug offenses. We'll put that in orange. It didn't say drugs only. It says 210 in total has been arrested for drug offenses. So that means this circle must add up to 210. 210 in total. We can just add the 66 with the 45 with the 97. Subtract that from 210. Work a little bit better. That's 208. Therefore, 210 minus 208 equals to 2. Put 2 right there. And as you can see, we can now answer question A. Only drug-related offenses. 2 inmates only have drug-related offenses. Let's answer the last question. We can put that in. I want a unique color. This looks like pink to me, but it could be beige. 194 has been arrested for theft. Once again, that is general. It didn't say theft only. So that means the sum of this circle for theft must add up to 194. So 194 in total. Therefore, we need to add the 97 with the 45 and the 46. To subtract that from 194. I believe this is 188. Yep. And then 194 minus 188. That is 6. Which means 6 goes right here. Then finally, to complete the Venn diagram, we need to find out how many inmates had none of these offenses. So to find none in this case, we can add up every number in the Venn diagram and then subtract it from 300. So we're adding the 2, the 66, the 13, the 97, the 45, the 46, and the 6. And whatever we get, subtract that from 300. That is 275. So 300 minus 275, that is 25. 25 has none of those offenses, and that is the answer to letter C. And there we go. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Let me zoom out all the way in case you want to get a nice screenshot. The solutions that I have are a little bit more detailed and explained step by step. So hopefully that helps out as well. And I'll catch you in the next one. So if you notice in this question before I end it, everything about this question was very general. A lot of subtracting to find the next category. In the next video, we're going to go over another 2-circle Venn diagram question, but things are going to be more specific to fill in. So once again, take this down, make sure you understand it, and I'll catch you for number 6. Adios.